Okay, we are live. Let me hit record.
This meeting is being recorded.
That nice little lady. She will say that. She will say that. That's going to cover us legally in the future. So, somebody turn your sound down.
Oh, of course, that makes sense.
Yes. So, today is
Makes sense.
Tipsy Techno Tuesday. So welcome to the Lunch Bunch at the Spiritual Neighborhood. The Spiritual Neighborhood is a grassroots community project. Somebody turn their sound down. Project of the Council of Families for Children, dedicated to the quality of life for the body, mind, and spirit for the integration of a healthy, happy human. Today we have Gail Hudson sitting on the beach. We have Elizabeth Harden sitting in her office. And we have me just sitting. And we're all cranky. And we're all in a bad mood, it seems like. Not a bad mood, we're in a resolute. We're in a resolute mood.
Well, yeah. Yes, determination. We're in a determination mode.
So I do have
Getting things done.
I do have
Tired. Y'all tired? I'm tired.
I'm not really tired. I have a lot of energy, and I'm working my mother's nerves and my husband's nerves because I'm cracking stupid jokes and I'm dancing through the house and singing little songs, and they're like, shut the hell up, you know. But I am a little piffed.
You're happy.
That's miffed and pissed combined.
I didn't sleep well.
I'm aggravated with everybody on Facebook right now. I'm trying to listen to Gail.
I read your post earlier, and is,
Gail, this is not working, honey. You're like.
I said it's
Are you getting her at all, Elizabeth?
Let me go out and come back in. You guys talk amongst yourselves.
Okay, let her try to go out and come in. Remember, it's Techno Tuesday, so we kind of expected that.
Well, and Gail's on the beach, and we have
Gail's on the coast. So
yeah.
And of course, being here on.
Yeah, Gail's on the beach.
Look, I'm in a beach house. I'm not on the beach, but I'm out here on the coast. Yeah. Let me leave and come back in. We'll see what happens.
Okay, we'll see what happens. I'll watch for you. Yeah, I'm just kind of aggravated with the general attitude of people right now. Some people are just ugly and they're hateful and they're not very giving, and they don't want to listen to other people and their mindset. They've made up their minds about everything and who they're mad at and who they're going to blame, and they're not going to listen to anything else. And that makes me angry, and sometimes I don't act my best when I get in that frame of mind because I'm human too. And I've had to delete several threads off my Facebook the past week because I'm just not putting up with people arguing and being ugly to each other. So that's what I'm piffed about.
Well, it's getting really, really old.
It
It's
is.
really getting old. I'm really tired of that. I'm tired of everybody being so opinionated, I guess is the word. We have to be flexible during this time. We have to figure out what it is that we really want to do during this time. This is when we're supposed to figure out what is our passion, what do we love, and that's what we need to do from now on.
Right.
So
Right.
you know, we've got work to do.
And you can be an opinionated person and still be open-minded. I'm very passionate about my opinions, but I will listen to you, and I'm the first one to say, you know what, I never thought of that. Let me change my position, you know? And it doesn't mean I was wrong. It just means I was uninformed, you know? People are so...
That's a better way of looking at it, absolutely.
They're so afraid of being wrong.
Seriously, that's a better way.
Yeah. What's wrong with being wrong? That's how you learn, you know?
I don't know. That's how I learned things, being wrong. I mean,
look how many times we screw up this.
Show me a different version.
I mean, look how many times we screw this up, you know? We screw up our recordings and we screw up the technology, and hey, we get better, you know? Oh, wait, there's Gail. Ding dong.
We are not professionals.
All right. Let's see if Gail can get in.
Try this at home.
Yeah, do try it at home. It's dangerous. All right, Gail, talk.
All right. Hello, everybody.
Hey! that's better.
Hi, Ann. Welcome.
Yay!
We were talking about you while you're gone.
Ann's here.
We were talking what?
We were talking about you. We're talking smack about you while you were gone. No, we weren't.
I'm
No,
glad
we
I'm not
weren't.
So much that you talked about me.
We weren't.
It's good.
We were talking about other things, and that's not true. We were talking about people that are just mean people. I'm tired of mean people.
Yeah.
Okay.
understand.
I'm going to say this, and this is going to really put me on a limb with a certain group of people. Are you ready? Look at Elizabeth ignoring me.
Oh, she's doing the
Do we
limb.
have a disclaimer?
I'm working it off.
Do we have a disclaimer before we start?
I don't care.
Okay, what's the disclaimer before?
Yeah, what are you going to do? Disclaim me? We don't know this woman? What the hell?
I don't know who this woman is.
Yeah.
I've never seen her before. I've only seen her in person once. I have no idea.
Oh, God's going to get you for that.
What is it? If you feel safe, go ahead.
I am frustrated with people, and it started out just being focused on people that label themselves as Christians, but now it's expanded to anyone who labels themselves to be of a loving belief system, that are so adamant about not helping other people or blaming other people, making sure that they get what they want and not sharing with others. I'm like, how do you balance this with who you say you are and what you believe in? That frustrates me. I have no idea, and I guess this is my insufficiency. I don't know how to approach people on a one-to-one basis when they behave that way.
Can you give us an example, generic, and so that it's not really pinpointing anybody, but what I kind of understand what you're saying, but give us an example.
All right, so if you say that you believe in helping all people, and you believe in love and light, and you believe in loving your neighbor, and that it's our job to provide unconditional love, okay? But by God, we're not going to help the Chinese. How does that work in your
I
world?
get it. Yeah.
How does that work?
Okay.
You know, how does that work in your world?
Hello, Mickey.
Hi, Mickey.
Hi, Mickey. I don't know.
Oh, Mickey,
Mickey's
you're so
gonna be on the
fine. You're so
show
fine. You
as
blow
well.
my mind. Hey, Mickey. Hey, Mickey.
Love you, Mickey.
Mickey.
Sweet lady. She's a sweet, sweet lady. So don't you think it's more about fear than anything?
No, I think it's hatefulness.
And
I think it's
there's anger
selfish.
behind the situation.
I think it's selfish
Fear
and
and
hateful.
Well,
Well, it might be, but it goes back to also there's a fear of what has happened and what could happen again, and anger that it happened. So people just have to realize we got to work together. That's the only way it's gonna.
Okay, so Gail, you're right. Gail, you're absolutely right.
You can't point your fingers at the people.
But you're right, Gail. But the thing about it is that if you state and claim this is who I am and what I stand for, how do you go and now contradict that? How do you look at yourself in the mirror and do that?
There's no justification. You can't. But I don't think they see that, Deborah. That's my thing. I have seen a few people in my life, and listen, we've been doing this for years, so I know people, from all different directions and different cities and states. So I've seen a few people that point the finger, and don't realize they got those three fingers pointing back at them.
Right.
You can't say, oh, I'm going to hate this person, and I'm just giving an example. You can't say, I hate that person because they're such haters. Well, but isn't that a contradiction? Is that a double standard? If you're going to hate somebody because they're a hater,
Absolutely.
you're doing the same thing.
But how do you
Don't
get
see
through
that
to
about
people?
themselves.
How do you get through to them? How do you converse with them? And That's what I struggle with. That's my inadequacy, is that I'm like, I just want to look and go, do you realize what a dipshit you are? And that's my first reaction. Do you understand how ridiculous you sound? Do you understand how hateful you sound? And that's not very loving either. So I just shut up and I just sit back and I'm like, okay, I'm looking for an opening. I'm looking for a door, a crack, anything that I can slip into to say something to tilt the conversation a different way. And sometimes it happens and sometimes it doesn't. But I get that we can go places emotionally, but how do you profess one thing and act another and do it consistently? That's what gets me. Boggles my mind. I'm done. That's all I had to say about that. I'm like Forrest Gump, and that's all I got to say about that.
I don't think people really see that. I truly don't think they see that in themselves. I mean, I've only learned in the last few weeks a couple of things about myself, and I went, wow, I didn't see that. I didn't realize that. And it just takes certain people. I mean, you said something to me last week, Deborah, that made me stop and think about that in myself, and I went, oh my gosh. So I've been more aware of that, but I was ready for that. And maybe a year or two ago, you could have said the same thing, and I wasn't ready to hear that, and wouldn't realize that, and say, no, you're wrong, because I might have had a closed mind to that. And maybe that's what the situation is, and maybe it's the timing. It's part of the healing. Are we listening to each other? Are we hearing and really absorbing and taking an open mind to what's going on? Because right now, all this that is going on in our world is about us stopping and taking time to think about our actions and what we are doing. It's creating all this energy in our world so bad that we have the COVID-19, we have severe thunderstorms, we have tornadoes, we have hurricanes, we have all these catastrophic events going on in our world. People don't understand this. Our thought patterns create all that energy in the universe, and it turns back on us. And so if you think about all the anger and the hate that's been going on in the past several years, and it's so intense, not just on Facebook and in person and in our personal lives, it's creating all this stuff. And people won't stop and listen. They won't hear. You got to think and act a different way, and that's what I'm trying to do for me. And I don't know if that helps, but maybe somebody listening to us today, they might go, well, maybe I need to open my mind and listen to what they're saying. I don't know if that helps.
What do you think, Elizabeth?
Well, first of all, hello, Betty. Thank you for joining us.
Hi, Betty.
I'm of the
Betty, fo febby, fee fi, fo fetty,
I'm
Betty.
kind of the mindset of this. Hush. If you've got a lot of this, and obviously there's a lot of drastic things happening, the best way that I know to deal with it is I'm not here to change your mind. That's not what I'm here for. To be a teacher, I think my responsibility is to act in kind ways, to be responsible, to be somebody that other people would look at and go, well, wow, that's a different way of doing things. Or,
Right.
wow, that actually worked better. So instead of trying to, it's like trying to argue with someone. I don't want to do that. That's not my job. But it is my job to be kind. It is my job to act in really positive ways. It's my job to be responsible. It's my job to say, wow, just like you said, whoever you are, Deborah, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I thank you for showing me a different way of doing it. But people can show other ways of growth and stuff without having to be ugly about it. But we've lost the art of communication, and we've really lost the art of discussion. Back when I was growing up, all the family was around the table. We had cousins and aunts and uncles, and we got to hear all kinds of different versions of different things, and then they allowed us as children to absorb it, make up our mind and see which way was better. And a lot of times we watched aunts and uncles crash and burn. It's because whatever it was they chose was not really the best way, for them eventually.
I love those conversations though as a child. You know, you got to see this broad I love those kind of conversations when I was a child. We had the same thing. Because you got to see all these different perspectives under the same roof. And you're like, how can people be so different and be so together? But I've just gotten to where if people get ugly, I delete the thread. You know, I don't get ugly with people. I get firm sometimes. And like, I'll tell people that makes me sad that you think that, or that was really ugly what you said, you know, and if they don't back off and try to change their focus in the conversation, I delete the whole thread because I'm not going to promote hate and ugliness and stuff like that. But I think Scott and I have come up with a perfect way to handle this. We're watching stupid movies. So if you go, seriously, there's a lot of good lessons in stupid movies. We watched one the other night. It's called Tammy and the T-Rex.
Do not open that door. Don't open that door. I'm telling you, don't open that door.
I'm going. Just hold on tight. Grab your stick. We're going. So we
Head into it. Don't you go to that barn. I'm telling you, don't go to that barn.
No, listen, this is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. It's called Tammy and the T-Rex. It's got Denise Richards and the guy that played the cop in the Fast and Furious movies that got killed, Mr. Walker, whatever his first name was. This was like their first movie. They're like teenagers. And he is in love with Denise Richards, but he gets killed, and they put his brain into a robot T-Rex. And when she... This is so bad, it's good. And when she figures out that's him, they're in love. And they're staying together. And and she's riding that T-Rex off into the sunset.
Arms trying to hug her, going.
So eventually they do get his brain out of the T-Rex. And she's got it on electrodes.
Oh, honey, come to me. Oh.
Wait, this gets better. This gets so much better. So the brain is in something with electrodes, and she's got him in her bedroom,
Oh, Lord, help me.
and she's doing a striptease for him. She's doing...
Oh,
That is
Lord.
a stupid movie. So what did you get out of that now?
Unconditional love.
Unconditional love.
It doesn't matter what package it's in. His thoughts were still there. His brain was still there. He still knew who she was. She knew who he was. And they were together till death do them part.
Lord, help me. Well, I can see it's so bad, even my camera goes out.
Now my nose is running because I laughed so hard. But isn't that a beautiful message?
Oh my God.
That's a beautiful message.
Unconditional love.
Unconditional. And also,
Unconditional love.
if you go and watch 1 Million BC with Raquel Welch, she falls... Listen, this is good. This is good shit.
Worse. Oh.
She falls in love with a guy from another tribe. And it doesn't matter that they're from different tribes. They fall in love, and he carries her off into the sunset and protects her till death do them part. Again, unconditional love. Okay? So, if the stupid grade D movies can get it, why can't we?
You know, really, that was like the whole basis. It is that.
So, I don't
That
know.
is too funny. That is just too funny.
Can you imagine having that movie in your repertoire and your resume as an actress? And then she goes into the bug movie, Starship Troopers.
Oh my God.
And that again is the opposite lesson. Kill those bugs. We don't care. We're not going to try to understand them. We're just going to kill them because they're bugs. So, complete opposite message. She went from one extreme to the other.
But they always call out the army, and the army always comes out, and they always, try and kill them. They have flamethrowers and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, those bugs were terrible.
The Army's gonna get rid of them. The Army's gonna do it. Well, I like sci-fi movies. I really like the old movies though because you have to use a lot of your imagination with them. But then there's some that are just so corny and so bad that you can see the string.
I love those. Where they're
The
dangling
thing
them.
or the tingler, and you're seeing the string being pulled along. Oh my God! Why didn't we? Well, the TVs were so bad when we were growing up. We didn't see any of that.
But you know what? The tingler, that's another good message. Because what was the tingler about? Our own fear killing us and allowing our lives to be destroyed. And once you screamed and let out that fear, then the tingler would let go of you and crawl off into the sunset.
That's right.
So seriously, there's some good messages.
It's a thoughtful type situation. I mean, these people could not scream. And that's what we got to do in the theater. Everybody, it's like Vincent Price would say, scream, we're alive.
I love that. Oh my God. And then Dark Shadows, Barnabas, vampire, but unconditional love. He loved through the centuries. Oh my God, he was so hot. I love Barnabas. Oh my, and Quentin.
And he didn't show up. He didn't show up until closer to the end of the series. I mean, it was always a mystery.
Oh.
We never really knew where he was.
But unconditional love captures everybody.
Wasn't that the name of the place? It was Collinwood?
Yeah.
I loved it. I thought it was awesome.
That was one of my favorite shows. And it perverted me the rest of my life. I have a thing for werewolves now. I do. Oh. I taught my grandbaby how to howl, and she's like 18 months old, and we're at my mom's when she's still in East Texas, and we're out there at night, and the moon comes up, and she's out there going, oh, that little bitty teeny voice.
That is so sweet. That's sweet.
Oh my God.
That's just wonderful. I love stuff like that.
So.
We were always trying to teach our nephew, well, for me, my nephew, something, what could they say or what could they do, and usually they said things just in general that were hysterical. We didn't have to really teach them anything. They were pretty much on their own.
Yeah, kids say the funniest things.
I think this weather has kind of gotten it just feels like it's in my joints today.
Well, that just could be your emotions are so oppressive. They're now muscular. You need to go out in the backyard and scream for your life. Ah!
Scream! Go out back and hug a tree. Oh, you have trees in your backyard, Elizabeth? I know you do in the front yard.
Oh my God, it is a Collin County forest. There are so many trees that some of them really need to come down. I mean, I let the backyard go. I did. I just let trees grow everywhere because my mom really didn't have anything to look at, and she loves trees. And so I just let it grow wild because she loved watching the wind blow through them or, just movement, anything that looked like it was moving or whatever. So I just said, okay, we're not going to do anything in the backyard. We'll just let them grow up. So my little squirrel has planted all these, trees. I blame him. He's planted all the trees back there, which he has. I'm just forever grateful. But I need to have some of them taken down, and the one in the front needs to be really pruned severely.
Are they big enough to where your arms can go around one of them to hug?
Yeah, I could.
She ain't going to though.
Over here anyway, so I guess that really wouldn't surprise anybody if I went out there and hugged the tree. Well, okay, she's at it again. There she. Oh my God.
Well, you might get their attention if you went out there naked.
Been alone too long.
If you went out there naked, that might get their attention.
You don't want people to go blind, please.
So we have a lot of squirrels in our neighborhood, which attracts hawks. We have a lot of hawks in our neighborhood as well.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
but we have this one squirrel. I mean, he is just fat and sassy. We call him Crazy Fred. That damn squirrel has gotten in the car with me twice.
Oh my God.
Oh, wow.
Just open the door and he runs in the car.
Oh, my God.
And so then I'm like, get out of the car. And I'm swishing him out of the car. So we call him Crazy Fred. And he'll sit out there and just chew my butt out. You know?
Well, they're very animated. I was at I may have told you this story. I was at the kitchen window. And I'm looking out the window, and all of a sudden, that squirrel comes up to the window, and he's like, "Let me in!" And of course, what do I say? What the hell are you doing? What do you want? You know, what is going on out there? Why are you trying to get in? And it's like, he kept looking at the door and coming back. He's holding on to the screen like, "Let me in!" And I'm going, "I can't let you in. What is wrong with you? What is going on?"
You didn't say the magic words. You're supposed to go, not by the hair of my chinny chin chin.
I just let him, you know, I disregarded him. Then I felt really kind of bad about it.
You
I
should.
think it was the next day I walked outside and, you know, just trying to absorb the sun or whatever. And I did look up, and behind the house there were like 5 red-tailed hawks.
Oh.
And 4 of them had been swirling around, and one actually had something, and it looked like a small dog.
Oh my
And
God.
Oh my God. Oh my God. And then I realized what he was doing was, "Let me in, you crazy woman. There's a hawk out here after me. I'm dinner for somebody."
Oh
And
my
I
God.
just did not realize. And then I didn't see him for a while.
Well,
Oh,
we're
no.
lucky because we have a nest of mockingbirds in our house, in our yard, on the edge of the.
Yeah.
And I did not know this. Nature is fascinating. It really is. I wish I knew even more. The mockingbirds will actually chase the hawks off. That's how ferocious they are. And
Really?
yeah, so I feel a little bit better because I have 2 small dogs, and I do worry because we have 2 mating pairs of hawks in our area, and they're just phenomenal. I've gotten a picture of one of them that I posted a couple weeks ago, but I do worry about and we have a lot of small dogs in our area, and there are coyotes that are coming out of the creek. We're not too far from that, and things of that nature. But the mockingbirds will chase the hawks off, so they're kind of like my guardian bird. I love it, you know.
I've watched them
wouldn't
get out of their
mind.
yard. Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't
Yeah,
mind
just take
having
under
problems.
the egg.
And I think it's apropos that my guardian bird would be a mocking bird.
Of course it would.
Mocking.
That or a woodpecker.
You little peckerwood.
Oh, God, I'm sorry. No, I'm not.
No, you're not.
I was, but I'm not.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
No, I'm not.
I've watched 2 mockingbirds chase a hawk at our house across the field because we've got a big open field. 2 of them, and they don't just chase them a block or 2. They chase them away from the nest. I mean, a long way.
They
That is
See them anymore.
They have a territory that I think is probably about a quarter of a mile circumference, and they don't want them anywhere in that circumference.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, and then I'm thinking, well, what if that hawk is the deter, get the parents away, and then this hawk comes in and gets them? I don't know if they're that smart. What do you think?
Yeah, you way overthink
I
things.
think so. I mean, they were like 5, and 4 of them were literally like over in this area, just kind of swirling around. And then the one that was flying away, that 5th one, actually had food. So you may have a very good point there. I mean, that could be one of those, oh, look, we're here. And then that other one comes and, scarfs up food.
Okay, and
Luann's on.
Guy, you turned green there for a minute, Gail. That was weird.
I saw that. I don't know where that happened. How that happened.
But you know what else is weird? Okay, or like on Facebook, there's all those videos. Okay, and I am a realist, and I grew up in the country. I'm not a city girl by birth. But I cannot stand those nature films that they put up where they show an animal killing another animal.
Yeah.
I know it's nature. I know they have to eat. But like the other day, I clicked on something and it was one of those murder hornets stinging the little mouse. And I'm like, no, I don't want to see that.
Oh, no.
I don't want to see
no.
that. Why do people do that? You know?
I don't know. That's not for me.
No, I can't stand that.
I don't want to see big, great white sharks eating seals or
No.
whatever. I don't want to see stuff like that.
No.
It bothers me. I know it's happening right now. I know there's food out there, being eaten, but I'm getting, the older I get, the more I don't, my emotional component doesn't want to accept that.
No,
I know it happens, but
I think
I
that's
don't
the
need to know.
healer in us. I think that's because I wasn't this bad until I became a healer. So we're all healers.
Yeah.
Oh, there it went again.
That's weird. That's weird. Well,
It is the color
Okay,
code.
so aliens.
What?
You've been slimed.
Oh, I saw something funny this morning. It says Neil Armstrong is the first man on the moon, so it's Neil A. And Neil A. in reverse is alien. And I just thought that was hilarious. I laughed I laughed for 2 whole minutes. That's.
Yeah.
I think I need to get out. Let me out.
Well, I actually had someone say, I think you've been cooped up too long. You need to get out. It's like, well, I do.
Well, I had someone tell me last night. They said, well, how long do you plan to stay in quarantine? You cannot stay in quarantine the rest of your life. And I'm thinking, yeah, you can. There are people in prison for life, but
And it's not full comfort.
But I said I have got to see a decline for 2 weeks to loosen up some of my stuff. I said, because it's not about my health, it's about my family's health, and I'm so sick of saying that. I'm just going to get it tattooed on my friggin' forehead. It's about my family, you ass, So.
And so everybody that's watching knows this. When we got here to Galveston, even though they said that they clean and disinfect this house, I came in behind them and I did it again before anything their line came from my vehicle up here. I cleaned doorknobs, switches, handles, anything with the remotes, anything we had to touch. I did the bathroom all over again. I did everything. So, if you're gonna get out, you've got to make sure you take the precautions. I wouldn't have come here if we couldn't have gotten the beach house. I would not have stayed in a hotel. Would
Oof.
not
Oh,
have.
God, no.
And the simple fact is, because I could have cleaned my room, but when you're going to a hotel, you're going up and down narrow hallways where other people are, and I can't do that right now. So I told my husband, now I'll come, but only if it's a beach house, and so that's why we came. And it's more work than being at home when you bring 3 dogs with you. But these 3 dogs have never ever traveled. This is the first time anytime we travel like this, we come by ourselves and leave the dogs in the dog sitter station. But because of we didn't want somebody coming in and out of the house because we weren't sure if they'd be infected. But it's a lot of work when you bring 3 dogs on vacation with you. You're working just as hard. But anyway, I just wanted to say that I disinfected this house top to bottom before we brought anything in here. So if you're gonna do anything, please, go out and be.
See, and I wouldn't do that. That would be so stressful to me. And I was.
It was more than I thought it would be. It was, Deborah.
I told Mom last night, I don't mind even staying in as much. What stresses me out, and I come home and have to I have to take a shower immediately, not just to get clean, but to also relax my spirit, is the details you go through. Making sure you have your mask on. Twice I've gotten out of the car, forgot my mask, had to go back and get my mask, and then bringing the groceries in and not letting Mom touch the groceries and wiping the groceries down. And then I have to go and get a shower. So it's not like you just go to the store and come back. It's all the things that go with it that stress me out, And I just
It's a
said,
major process.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a major process, and those of you who are out there and being caretakers for individuals, my heart goes out to you. I mean, tenfold, because that is stress beyond what we know, because we are really responsible for so many other people. And that was the whole point. It's not about I'm afraid of you. I want to protect who I'm going to be around.
Right.
And I want to protect myself. I mean, obviously, it's a bad situation and we need to pay attention, but you know, there will always be people who will fight the system. There will always be those people, and you just, you know, as long as it's not affecting the people that I love and myself, there's not much I can do about it. So,
well, here's what's
I just
funny
don't
to
want
me. I had that attitude when we came into the seatbelt law. Remember when they made seatbelts law? I was furious. I was like, if I want to go through the windshield and die, I should have that right, you know? And, I mean, I just I hate being told to do anything. I just do it. I'm a rebel
I
at
think
heart.
it's more for the children because, you know, back in the 70s, my daughter always stood by my side, right next to me when I was driving. She was standing right here.
So make a law for the children, but let me not wear my seatbelt, you know? And I mean, it really took me a long time to get used to wearing a seatbelt. Now it's just second nature. But, you know, I said back then, I said, you know what, this is the beginning. We're going to see more and more laws because we want to protect society. We want to protect the majority. But there's only so much you can do to protect everybody. And then it has to become an individual process and decision. Obviously, we're not mature enough as a society to make some of those decisions, you know? I mean,
I still see people doing it.
well, I kind of figured that out when I read on the back of the labels, do not do this or do not do that. And you're going, what happened that they had to put a label on here to not do that? One of the things I laughed the hardest over, and I swear to God, it just caught me so off guard. You remember when we got those cardboard petitions and you could put them up in the car?
yes,
You remember the
Yes.
cardboard?
yes.
And you put them in the inside for the windshield. It had do not drive.
With the I know.
Are you kidding me?
Whoa.
I know.
Do not drive. This is on your windshield. And obviously, someone let's just go, honey. Okay, let's just, hang out the window.
We don't have time to take that down. Just go.
Maybe somebody.
Yeah, I'm late for work. Oh my God, please let me get going. I mean, seriously, you had to do that?
You know,
Once I start reading the labels or the warning notices, I go, oh, there's another one.
yeah. You're like, why? So why do we have to, like, don't try this at home when you see something on TV, you know? Seriously?
Well, you know that teenagers are going to try it. You do something, I've seen a lot of things on TV where I'm like, oh my God, somebody's going to get hurt doing this.
Well, you think that disclaimer's going to stop them? It's not going to stop them.
They're going to do it. They're going to do it. They see it, they do it.
Okay, I got to show y'all something funny. I don't know if I can get close enough. So I thought I'm going to try to do things, try new things. And I ordered these razor blades for microdermaplaning. Where they say that, your makeup goes on smoother. I don't have any makeup on today or anything, but where your makeup goes on smoother because it gets the peach fuzz off. I had seen this last year on a TV show where this model was traveling the world and she was in some Asian country and they were doing that and it scraped all these dead skin cells and everything. So I ordered some and they had them that were more expensive with guards. Okay, guards, to protect you. And I'm like, oh, I don't need that. It's like shaving. What the hell? And I've been doing this for a couple months and been really good. I've sliced myself a couple of times. I'll be honest. But the blades are about this long, and then the handle's about this long, and then you're like, it's like your grandfather's straight razor, and you're doing this. Well, I was trying to get up here, and can you see? I cut my eyebrow off. Because I was just using the edge, but the other one dropped down, and I went whoop, and there went my eyebrow, and I went, oh my God!
You didn't bleed?
So I'm gonna order the one that has the guard now. obviously I cannot be trusted with sharp things. But you'd be
I
surprised.
just don't know that
Well, I'm going to tell you, it's wonderful.
It's looking like.
It's helped with the fine lines. Okay, the fine lines have gotten better.
Really?
Yes, and the makeup does go on better when you put it on. I don't wear it very often, but also you would be surprised at the crap that comes off. You know, the first couple of times, and then when you do it on a regular basis, you know, your skin's in better condition. But the first time, I thought, oh my God, that's like a snake. You know, it was all this crap coming off my face. It was like, I was waiting for, you know, like that movie Slither where they come out and it comes out as a snake, you know. I watched way too many.
Maybe that's what we ought to do on Tuesdays. I'm gonna order the eyebrow thing where you hold that thing up to your eyebrow and you pencil it in. You know, when you do that, I'm gonna order that.
Well, I need one
maybe we should
now.
try these things.
You know.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
As seen on TV.
I don't have eyebrows.
You have fine eyebrows.
My eyebrows are like.
Your eyebrows are fine. I can
because
see.
They're colored in.
Oh, whatever.
They're colored in.
Well, I'm just hoping mine grows back.
Seriously.
But what was funny is a friend of mine from high school she said something about, will your eyebrow go back? And she had done something similar. She had pulled out part of her eyebrow the same day. So it was like, get rid of your eyebrow day.
Well, that's like getting that, what is that black stuff and you put it on your face and then you rip it off and it gets rid of all the impurities in your,
Oh, yeah.
That pulls your skin off. I've seen people where it's taking their skin off.
I
Ew.
don't know, is that healthy for your skin? I don't know.
If it doesn't pull too tight,
I like that.
it depends. If it doesn't pull too tight, you know, and if it doesn't pull too hard, because all it's supposed to do is take the dead skin cells off. But they're either put it on too thick or that product was crap. Because I've seen people that actually had like scrapes where it pulled the skin off.
Yeah.
That's not healthy.
Oh.
That's not healthy. Now, the other thing I'm going to try is I got one of those things that you roll over your face that's got needles on it. And
Needles?
yeah, I like pain. No, I'm just teasing. But the needles are, they just go in barely. And it feels like you have a little bit of a sunburn, they said. And it's supposed to produce collagen and help fill in some of that stuff and make it more healthy and youthful and vibrant and gorgeous. You know.
I'm gonna order the eyebrow thingy and see what happens. I'll put it on.
All right, I've got that needle thing. I haven't used it yet. I'll use that, and you can do the eyebrow.
And I'll do the eyebrow thing. Gail, what do you want to do? Watch.
You should wax your areolas.
No.
Okay.
I'll tell you what, you all do that, and I'll look at things and decide. And, yeah, it won't be anything painful, I can say that.
Well, I could get some colored chalk and.
But are we
color
gonna
my
kind of
hair.
like start doing things?
What?
Maybe I'll do that.
What?
I'll get some colored chalk and color my hair.
Hey, they have this new hair mask or hair conditioner, and you put it in your hair, and it colors your hair for 2 or 3 days, but it's also treating your hair. And a friend of mine uses it, and she says it's awesome, and it comes in all these different colors. And I thought about trying
I
that.
love it.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I kind of like my hair long. I didn't think I would.
I like it.
I didn't
I
used
do
to it,
too.
I'd date you.
so I think I like it.
Yeah, it's cute. I'd date you.
Yeah.
It never gets old. It never gets old. Ooh, I had a dream the other night that I had a date with Matthew McConaughey. All right, all right, all right.
All right, all right, all right.
Oh my God, he is fine. He's so fine, he blows my mind. Hey, Matthew.
If he
Hey,
was
Maggie.
really like he is in movies, if he was really like that in real life, which most aren't, I don't know if he is. He is from Dallas, right?
He's from Texas.
Yeah, he's a Longhorn graduate.
Is he? Is he?
Man, I tell you what, if he was like he is on TV in real life, I'd leave my husband for him. Don't tell him I said that.
Did you say he's a Longhorn?
No, I'm just kidding, but, oh my God.
I don't think that means
You
we.
know, this might make a nice match.
Oh, that's
Got
cool.
this on. This might not be half bad. I might have to do something.
See, that looks like a tartan. That looks like a kilt.
It's, what is it, that Burberry?
I don't know. This is your story.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
okay, it's Burberry. It's really expensive.
Oh,
It
speak.
actually has it's got a pocket in here. I got this because it has a pocket.
See, it's already made up for a mask. You can put a filter in there. Yeah, put a filter in there and wrap that around your head. Not too tight though.
I could, right there.
Are y'all watching Outlander? Are y'all watching Outlander? Talking about kilts. Y'all watching Outlander?
No,
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I'm actually really busy at night.
This is on Sunday nights. And you can watch it anytime. It's on demand. It's on demand on Stars.
Okay.
Jamie Fraser. He'll make your heart go pitter pat. Mm.
Ooh.
He'll make everything go pitter pat.
Okay. I knew that was coming.
What do we have on tomorrow, Elizabeth?
Let me just look at the phone. How long is that gonna take?
I don't know.
5, 4.
3.
Okay, it's 1 o'clock. It is time for us to depart.
Don't we have Aaliyah on tomorrow? Is Aaliyah?
Aaliyah is on tomorrow.
Oh, belly dancing.
I'm excited to see her.
I'm gonna wear my harem pants.
Huh?
I'm gonna wear my harem pants.
Cool.
Yeah, I am.
Catherine's on Thursday,
Cool.
Okay.
Cool.
and then Foxy Jackson will be on Friday talking about abused women,
Cool.
and especially during this point in time. She will have phone numbers of what you need to do if, in fact, you are being abused during quarantine.
Yeah, and don't be telling her I'm abusing you, because that's just a lie.
Well, I've already told her that. It's too late.
Proof is in the pudding, Deborah.
That's right.
It's
Ooh.
already done.
I got good pudding. I got good pudding.
Oh, Jesus Christ, help me.
Okay, we're gonna say goodbye. Thank you for sharing your time and energy with us at this.
I just want to shout out to Carrie's watching. Hello, Carrie.
Hi, Carrie.
Hello, Ann. Hello, Betty. Hello, Mickey. Hello, Ann. Thanks, everybody, for joining us today. We really, really appreciate it.
I can't see all y'all, so I'm just waving. So, thank you for thank you for sharing your time and energy with us at the Spiritual Neighborhood Lunch Bunch. We are a community project of the Council of Families for Children. To contact any of the hosts, email us at spiritualneighborhood@gmail.com, and don't be shy to ask to be a guest on our show until we eat again, because it is lunch. Be safe and stay whole. So, wait.
Thank you,
All right.
everybody.
Hang on.
Bye, y'all. See you on Thursday.
The recording has stopped.
The recording has stopped.